start again. It's a redskin.
In this session, we are going to learn about recursion. Recursion is the most common programming concept. It means that a function calls itself. This has the benefit of meaning that you can loop through data to reach a result. But you should be very careful with the recursion, as it can be quite easy to slip into writing a function which never terminates, or one that uses excess amounts of memory or processor power. So in this video, we are going to learn about this recursion concept by using an example. So we are going to write a function which will return the factorial of a given number. So factorial of 3 means 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. Similarly, factorial of 10 means 10 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 8 and dot 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 up to 1. And two more things that you need to keep in your mind, that is factorial of 1 is 1, and factorial of 0 is also 1. So this is all about factorial. So this is our factorial function, and this function will take one value like this, and then it will return the factorial of that number. So in this function calling part, here note that we are calling this function with this value 3. So for that, this function factorial will be called for value 3. For now, just ignore this part and focus on this return statement. So in this return statement, here note that it is returning 3, and this factorial, and it is calling itself with this value 3 minus 1, that is 2. So for that, and again this factorial function will be called for value 2 like this, and here note that in the return statement, it is again calling itself for 2 minus 1, that is factorial of 1. So for that, this factorial function will be called for this value 1. And now the question is, for how many times this factorial function will be called, because it should not be called for the infinite number of times. So there should be a termination condition. So this if x is greater than 0 is nothing but the termination condition, because at the each time it is going to check whether the value of x is greater than 0 or not. If it is greater than 0, then only it will return this statement, and again this factorial of 2 minus 1 will be called like this. So in this case, the value of x is 1, and here it will going to check the condition, that is x is greater than 0 or not. So here it is greater than 0. So this return statement will be executed, and in this it will call factorial function for 1 minus 1, that is for value 0. So for that, in this in this step, the value of x is 0. So this condition will not be satisfied. So it will go to the else part, and it will return 1. It will return 1 to this function like 1, and then 1 into 1, like the value of this will be 1. So 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So it will return 1 to this. So it will become 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2. So from this it will return 2 to this function, that is 3 multiplied by 2, that is 6. So this is how we will get our answer, that is 6. So this is the program. Let me execute this code. So it is showing our expected output, that is 6. So this in this line we are doing the recursion, and this is our termination condition based on which this function will be terminated.